Alright. The loading music in this game is very subtly different from the first game, I think. It just has an extra, like, synth on it or something. Look at all those monkey nuts. Also bananas. I think there was still somebody else who was supposed to join in. I think I was waiting for a Cinemonkey to come in and become a resident or something like that. Okay, so... we have all the children here.
Hello. What can the post office do?
Salamangos.
Got your... Hello.
And ideally this will instantly free that... oh, Vanilla back there. Yep. Do I only need one? We don't need sound effects for our explosions. Or elephants.
I don't think this Alphanilla was really trying to get in. It looks more than strong enough to clear almost any barrier.
Okay. I don't really know what to make of that. But, sure. So I guess I only need one or something? It's strange, but sure, whatever. Elfanilla can come here now. So Elfanilla, I think, wants monkey nuts at least. If I remember correctly. I don't remember what else, but I do need Elfanillas for the Eagler to get freed up there. Eagler's not there, of course, in this garden. They're visible in the avian garden. Okay, 4 bananas. That's what we need to actually become a resident to visit. Yeah, enough Salamangos meaning 1, I guess. Banana. Chally. Why is it Challies? And coconuts. I'm imagining I have to eat each of those too. So you don't need monkey nuts in this game, that's strange. So I need bananas. I need coconuts.
I'm still open.
And chili. Those aren't things that I think I've heard of
chocolate coins off your shoulders.
elephants liking, but monkey nuts clearly based on peanuts makes sense. Oh. Okay, these things, which cost an obscene amount, fantastic. I'll buy 4, so that we still have... I mean, I got 2 of these guys showing up. Enough.
Nothing beats
After
the
they eat
taste
too.
of hard-earned chocolate cash.
And what was the other thing needed? Was a chally, apparently. Chally.
That's...
Why are they so expensive? 2,000 for those couple things. Jeez. Again, if it wasn't for the time sensitivity here, I would just grow it myself, but... okay, I actually need to eat 4 too, not just have... oh, not just the 2 that you need to have in the garden. Huh. I have all the things they need to come in here. I may need more chilies and whatnot, so I'll actually start growing those. Coconuts, on the other hand, I'm just going to have to buy, I feel like. You sell those guys now, nice. Guys, you have everything you need to come in here. Please come in here. I need to figure out how to romance those 2 rhinos, actually. Also, you guys have no real business here, I don't feel like. What are you doing to them? They'll be angry that they're special for their fat legs. They're special fat legs. They're worth literally 10 times what you're worth, so... okay. That's... yeah, all 5 of them. Cool. And now I have almost 100,000. So, why are you still just around the perimeter? Like, everything you could ever need is inside of here, in this garden. other one's just leaving. Thank you. Oh, did I forget to water these? Oh, why do I see a worm? Worms are not allowed. Read right out. Lima. Needed a hat. Oh yeah, they need sand. Yeah. Okay. Are you serious? I know it's nighttime, but come on, game. Okay, hold on. I'm seeing piñatas that do not deserve to exist here. No, I'm looking at the list and it says you don't deserve. Nor do you. So you need to stop existing. Thank you. Anyways, I can get these guys hats, I guess. if that's what they really require. Sand. So I should decide what to do with sand here. And I need a lot of sand, that's the tricky part. The thing is, I don't want the sand to look too orderly, but I know it's going to. I was kind of deliberately keeping this looking the way that it does right now, but... So I should probably have some corner of this place be sand. Instead of... Let's say... This hurts because I know it's introducing too much order, but... Actually, you know what? I already regret this because this is... Well, no, that's... This is where all the sandy stuff is. So, never mind, that's perfect. I was thinking I was not on the side of the desert. But no, I am. Again, not that that sand actually enters the garden or anything, so you can't really, like, attach your sand in the garden to the external sand, unfortunately. So, this is a common problem in games like this one, where you have, like, some specific landmass that belongs to you, and then beyond that there's just the rest of the world, and you have control of that landmass, but it doesn't, unless you go way out of your way to make it happen, it doesn't actually match up with the landmass outside of it. And in the original Viva Piñata, I always liked to take advantage of the fact that on one side of your garden, like over here, there's just a big dirt path that led up into town, as opposed to this game. Well, kind of like this one here, but it was bigger and more centered. So I liked a lot to, like, see, these are actually kind of like synchronized here. They go together well. I like that. I liked to do something like that, where you had the dirt lined up with the exit of the garden. It looked like they were kind of synchronized. But you tend not to be able to do that very well, or if you want to, say, have a bunch of sand, well, it's going to be sand surrounded by not sand, which looks awkward. Which is one of the reasons why I was initially really excited to hear that this game had different environments, because I thought you could actually have gardens in different environments, so then I could have, say, a sand garden surrounded by sand, which would have been awesome. It would have actually fit in. But no. But I've seen at least one game, precisely one game I think, actually work with that issue. It was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, actually, where there were outskirts, there was a border of the land you were allowed to modify, but then whatever you did to the area close to the border of the land that you owned, all the land beyond that you didn't own would actually morph to match it. I need a barrel. Banana tree and a barrel. I don't really appreciate that, but okay.
Here to spend this
Game in there,
morning?
weird
Don't forget, you can visit again this afternoon.
monkey in a barrel jokes. This needs to be sorted alphabetically or something.
Your butt?
Okay, well, temporarily you can have a barrel. I don't know, here. But it's not gonna stay. There you go. You got a barrel. So if I made this on the edge here sand, then everything out beyond it, out beyond this point, would also be sand. It's also raining again. Ugh, all the rain. Or if I planted trees over here, then there would actually be some trees beyond here. The density of which would actually match the density of trees that I have near the border here. That was really cool. to see a game do. Anyways, this is clearly too nice and round right now. Also not nearly enough sand, but... Monkey.
You have a new Cinnamonkey visitor. Cinnamonkeys like monkey nuts, bananas, and good storage, as you have no doubt discovered.
And good storage. Monkeys and their famous appreciation of good storage.
Your gardening is a...
Someday this level up will
Giving
stop
ruffians
happening.
chocolate coins can...
There has to be a level cap eventually.
Giving ruffians chocolate coins can...
Okay, how many ruffians have I paid off in my life? Hello, Vanilla. Could you actually enter the garden this time, please? Ah, your stomping... Your stomping actually trembles the remote like, Oh, bye. Like, Pester's does. That's kind of annoying. Anyways. So this is the desert side of things. So I feel like I should actually have the sand kind of border this area here. I feel like I should kind of like shoot off a little bit too. I really do like this one little corner, just matches really well with the pathing beyond it, so I kind of want to leave that be. So the way this game's pathing works is, path probably isn't the right word, but the surfaces, you can clearly see that it's like arranged into little squares. But the hard part is, it's really, really difficult to say, okay, I want to make this particular square this thing. I think you actually do have that resolution. I think I can say I want specifically this square right here to be sand. Yeah. But it's hard to make that look natural compared to what the game does.
Elefanillas will only visit a garden that has a good supply of food. It takes a lot of energy just to move around when you're that size.
She is weirdly energetic today. You just need 4 whole chalies. Stop it. That's not correct. Yeah, but you can see though that the so it is, strictly speaking, possible for you to recreate what the game does, but it's more I don't know, speckled or whatever. Distribution of different services, but it's really, really hard to do in practice. I think if you kind of like stagger it like this too, you get this gradient effect between them as well. It makes it look a little bit more it makes it look a little bit more gradual, because you can see really obviously where the path ends here. I keep saying path, where the sand ends. Let's see here, if you do something like this. Hi. Hi. Alright, someone to become a mortal enemy of our existing residents. Thank you. This is going to be great. Meanwhile, I am occupied with very small sand. I just want to see if I could, if I wanted, make more convincing transitions. Although, I feel like I should probably make this dirt rather than grass here. So I feel like it transitions fairly well with dirt, but it doesn't transition well with grass. I'm not going to spend a ton of time doing just this, don't worry. I just kind of want to see if I can get it looking more, if it's at least possible to get this looking more natural. this way. And I feel like it does. Like this border here doesn't look too bad, does it? Like, it's actually relatively smooth. I think there might actually be a square of grass here or something. Yeah, it's just barely in there. Yeah, so if you put the work into it, you can get these things looking actually kind of smooth. It might be worth putting a little bit of time and effort into doing that at some point, because this does not look nice. But this right here, if I just got rid of the dirt a little bit here as well, like it takes a very delicate touch here. But it actually looks good. I might be leaving a couple little bits of grass just to add a little bit more color and texture to it. Feels like I'm finally starting to really understand, to some degree, making a nice looking garden in Viva Piñata. Well, if anyone's ever made a guide to like how to make a nice looking garden in this game, you could probably talk a good deal about certain things like just how to make good looking path, or I keep saying path, how to make good looking terrain, like this border here that I'm working on now. It doesn't look like just really awkward squares everywhere. Are you gonna leave because you ate all of something already? Or what? Okay, you ate 4 chilies. Did someone else already eat 4 chilies? You just need bananas. And you don't have bananas anymore. Darn it! Okay, so I need to get... Okay, so I need to buy more coconuts. I have time to plant more chilies
Hello.
myself.
Chocolate cash melting in your pocket. There's...
This is stupidly expensive. I'm not gonna plant a coconut tree. A palm.
No. You're buying,
No, I'm
huh?
not. I said I want to do that actually.
I'm
No, I can't. I'm trying my hardest. I have to accept my inadequacy at spending money. Okay. Put these back. We should have Elfanilla soon. And I will see everyone next time. And we keep working on this place. Pondering the intricacies of dirt, apparently. But it makes a big difference. Having something that looks nice like that instead of just an awkward forced border. I actually really like it. I feel like I finally learned something about how to make this game look kind of okay. Anyways, bye everyone.